I'll turn you up. Don't worry. When you're too quiet, I'll turn you up.
That sounds so suggestive.
It sounds like something only people who have edited podcasts would find funny. Other people would be like, what are you saying?
Yeah, it sounds very suggestive.
Okay. I have taken your input. Thank you. We're back.
Have you missed us?
Have you missed us? Because we've missed you.
The surrogacy process. It's been very hard.
So, to start off today's podcast, this is Izzy or Elizabeth Sheeran. What is your stage name?
You just use Izzy because it's shorter.
It's iconic. You are the Izzy in my mind.
Try and say Elizabeth a few times. It's
Elizabeth.
At some point when you're saying a whole sentence and then you go Elizabeth, and you're like,
Right. Okay.
It's me answering the phone. I go, why did I do that?
Right. No, it's great.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is a good name. Izzy's iconic for you.
It is iconic.
This is Izzy, y'all.
It is Izzy.
Today, we said, you know what? Let's just not film a podcast. For season 2, we have to make a great TikTok. We go out into the TikTok, in the TikTok land, which is called nature. I would say that Hudson and Izzy are not friends with what they call nature. TikTok land invaded nature. We were not looking where we were going, and we fell. We both tripped, and Izzy landed on her microphone.
You tripped into me.
Well, we were in the dirt, running around, being like, this is sexy and fun. Yay!
Mind you, there are children riding their bikes past us.
Because we didn't want to go deep into the dirt where we would be, falling, so we sat our stuff.
You were in slides. I was in Crocs.
The slides. It's always me in the slides. In Denver, I would, walk Broadway, downtown Broadway in my slides.
But with socks, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Not the grippers out. I don't like my grippers out ever.
I hate it. I feel like it's disrespectful.
Only 4 of my toes touch the ground. Oh my god. The second toe on both my feet doesn't touch the ground.
That's not what I was expecting.
Yep. It's very rare. It's a tiny toe. It didn't develop right.
Your second one.
The second one from the big one.
Not even your little toe.
My big toe's humongous.
I've never observed your feet. I don't need to.
That's why they're up in these in the gripper bitches. They are locked up. No one is accessing them.
I just feel like my feet are fat.
No. All feet are beautiful. This podcast episode's gonna get tagged under Feet Finder.
Oh my gosh, you can make so much money. I had someone on Snapchat.
Do you think people would be into my weird toes or be like, no, you are disqualified?
They'd eat it up. I've had someone on Snapchat. I'm waiting for them to message me back. They asked if I would send them feet pics. And I asked how much. I'm waiting for a price. I will do it. PayPal goods and services.
Yeah. Definitely interesting thinking about how some people are like, you know what? I'm going to spend the money I made working on the toes of someone I'll never meet. And I will stare at those toes and go, damn, I love those toes.
Honestly, if they want to pay me to do it, I'll do it. It's no sweat off my back. Would you not?
At this point in my life, my toe insecurities are through the roof to the fact where I'd be like, I'm going to get the money payment from you and it'll be a false check. It'll just be ugly ass toes, bitch, fuck you, bye. And it'll the check wouldn't come through and I'd be like,
no, that's why you gotta go for PayPal.
True. Never use Zelle. Do not trust anyone who's trying to Zelle you anything.
Wait, why not? Zelle goes straight to your bank account.
Well, someone who I will not name, who will know exactly who she is as soon as I say this, is we both have had interactions with Zelle scammers.
Oh, I didn't know you could scam on Zelle.
You can. There was a company that set themselves up, or a person who set themselves up to say that they were our building's utilities provider. It was UNA Denver Utilities.
So you didn't get scammed through Zelle, you just got scammed.
A guy said, hey, you need to Zelle us utilities. And
you can't get Zelle's
she did.
back.
And she Zelled it, and then we realized it was just a random dude who pretended to be our building's utilities, scamming our whole building.
The whole building.
We heard our friends got called too, but
oh my gosh, that's a security breach.
She fell for it. I did not fall for it. I did not get called. I think he got caught, but before that.
This is like when I showed up at your apartment that one time and I was dealing with the Ticketmaster issue. Do you remember that right before we went out? And I was like on the phone with them. I was like, I don't want to get scammed, but I'm also just trying to get this parking pass.
Yes.
That was for Louis Tomlinson.
And it all went downhill.
Gosh. It was an omen.
It all went downhill from there.
It did. Jesus.
Sorry. I felt... Hey. I hate whispering. Like, I hate ASMR so, like, violently. But the act of doing it is fun. But whenever someone starts singing a song and they go, hey, little baby.
I don't like whisper singing.
I immediately stop.
I could deal with, like, whisper talking. But whisper singing?
You're right.
But it's okay, no, okay. I'm thinking about this. Soft whisper talking, or it's just soft, but like crispy whispers?
A crisper whisper.
It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, no. I had something to say about Ticketmaster situations and completely forgot what it was.
Well,
getting hacked. I was about to say I've never been hacked or scammed, and I needed to knock on wood because I got my Twitter hacked and it's gone.
I'm really upset about that for you.
Yeah, so Twitter's gone. I'm just done.
I have nightmares about it all the time.
I'm done.
Like, I don't know what I would do without my Twitter.
I hope they delete it.
Stop.
And it just like goes into abyss.
No, because
I don't want my stuff out there without being able to take it down.
Oh, your Twitter account. I thought you were talking about Twitter.
Oh, I hope they delete Twitter. I hope they shut X down. I hope Elon Musk gets fired into the head with a bullet.
No, because I have so much fun there.
No, hate.
So much fun. It's a fun place.
No, disaster land.
Where else are we supposed to go? Tumblr?
Tumblr is RIP.
Have you been on Tumblr lately?
Now, what everyone's just expected to do is to just post cute little story images on random like apps and not really interact and have like storytelling. Because I feel like any app that's text-based, like Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit, all are like under fire for being like, I don't know, almost shut down and in all this controversy. It's like the only ones where you can really have like conversation that's not based on photos.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Twitter.
I was thinking of, like what music would I like to bring up to Izzy that would be a fun topic of conversation. Going through my playlist and finding some stuff from like 2020, 2021 and stuff that has aged just so well. Yeah. So saying it, I'm like, you know what? This like random like odd album that I found from COVID is still good.
What album?
I'm trying to remember. It's Jean. So is it Sean when it's a J or John, Gene Dawson, John, Sean, Juan?
I have no idea.
How do you say the name Gean?
Gene? Oh, or is it French? That would be Jean. Like Jean Valjean.
Yeah, like Jean Dawson.
Okay, if it's French. If it's American, that's just Gene.
Gene Dawson. There has to be some explanation, and I never am prepared. Before a podcast episode, I think of these artists vaguely in my head.
I have my iPad around. No, my iPad doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Oh, I can share it with you if you have a recent update of iOS.
I do. I have the 17.
Yes,
which
17
honestly,
is iconic.
Been vibing with. Except sometimes on FaceTime, it puts little like thumbs up bubbles next to my face, and that's tripping me up.
I hate that because it's like, do you want to send a thumbs up? I like how on my new phone the timer is at the top. It like emerges from this blob.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have a cool phone like that.
And this is like an album from 2020. You tell me how you think they say that.
I think that's Gene Dawson. It's
Yes.
with A$AP Rocky.
Yes.
So
I'm like, it's not French.
That's not French.
But have I ever heard him say his name? No.
We could be wrong. Correct us.
Please help us. That's mainly what the podcast is. A cry for help.
It's my life.
My life. Everything I post is secretly just a cry for help. And whoever wants to help me can be the next guest. That can be...
that could be fun. Therapy sessions.
Therapy
Except you therapize me.
It's just me, like, going to meet other people for therapy sessions every time they fail. Like, every single guest is like, there's no hope for you. And it's just, like, over new people.
Yeah.
That should be season 3.
Season 3. That could be fun.
I'm excited to explore a new group of friends who has had interest in the podcast.
Yeah.
And that makes it interesting to film with them.
Beyonce, Barbie, and Taylor have single-handedly held up the U.S. economy.
It's been a good year for women in the economy.
We love women.
My favorite quote from the Barbie movie is, "I'm not a fascist. I don't control the railways or the flow of commerce."
Yeah. I love
When they accused her of being a fascist.
Yes.
Mother, Oh, I used this thumb because I'm stupid.
I went to go see Harry Styles again.
Oh, yes.
In New York. And I met my cousins for the first time. Well, they're my dad's cousins. His cousin and his husband.
Yes.
And then I went to Harry Weed. I went to both nights in 2021. It was the best
in New York.
Best time of my life at MSG. I got medicine for the first time in like 7 years or something.
Yes.
Wild like that. Toxic, Over the Rainbow. Just iconic. And I met a Twitter friend there. And
yes.
that was like one of my favorite things. That was such a good concert. Such a good experience. I love her so much. We still talk all the time.
Hell yes. Something positive has come out of Twitter, y'all.
I had one bad concert.
The Louis?
Louis Tomlinson.
So Harry has good vibes. Louis' concert have bad vibes. Just not by Louis, but by accidentally things happening.
I don't resent Louis for it. I've come to that conclusion after some therapy. And have just recently
Concert therapy.
This happened in March. No, like actual therapy.
Yes.
This happened in March of 2021 was his concert that I went to. Very awful experience. I'm just now recently being able to listen to his music again and it not make me like want to vomit. Nothing against Louis. I love Louis.
Oh my God.
However, the people at that concert were the meanest, rudest, most horrible people I've ever encountered. And they were all like 14-year-olds and they needed their parents. They were up past their bedtimes.
They were throwing temper tantrums.
They like went into COVID, came out like feral cats that didn't know how to socialize with other humans.
Oh yeah, the iPad baby middle schooler situation right now is just an absolute feral nightmare from hell.
I got my hair pulled. I got elbowed. I got stepped on. I had a security guard grab me without my permission and pick me up. Was this at the Fillmore? Yeah.
The Fillmore is not the vibe.
I saw Five Sauce there and it was fantastic.
I saw 1975 there the first time and it was like the best thing ever because I got a perfect view. Yeah. And I've gone since then and not had the perfect view and it's like, ooh, the security here is not nice and it's a little cramped. Yeah. It's about what you make it.
The Fillmore is like you cannot be in the pit. You need to go on the sides,
the little stairwell thing
over by the bars. Yeah.
Yes.
Like against one of the stairwells.
And get a place near enough the fence or like the little guardrail so the guard won't tell you to move.
And they won't tell you to move and make friends with that guard. Because if you like buddy up with that guard, ask them to take a picture, ask them if they want to drink anything.
You're so smart. I don't even think of this.
They will make sure that your stuff stays there. They'll tell everyone else to move, but they say you can dance there, you can vibe. Like that is where I've done all my concerts there. Yeah.
I'm always on the left side. The
left like midway through the pit, like over right in front of the little baby bar. By the emergency exit doors. That's where I go.
Oh, I always go up to
second level, kind of. Not like the second level, but the second tier up.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there's a second tier up pretty close to the front on the left. Yeah, you're way stage left. That's where I go.
Yeah, way stage. But I'm like above the bar stool seats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the floor, where you can step up from the floor onto those stairs.
Yeah.
You can't stand on those stairs.
No.
The guard will not let you, but if you scoot over to the guardrail and step up, you can scoot right there.
No, we stay in a little alcove. It was fun. Five Sauce was such a good concert.
Emmy was there, I think. Weird. Which one was this? Or what? When was this?
This was in 2022.
Yes, Emmy went to that. I remember.
Oh, so my Louis Tomlinson concert was in 2022, not 2021.
Oh, we're getting our dates mixed up. I mean, it's been a hell of a 3 years.
I know. It feels like it's been a lot longer.
COVID really has done the long COVID on me, and I just feel like life has not been the same.
No, I think about that a lot.
The way time passes was so different in 2019. 2019 was the best year I will probably ever have in my life in perspective to my entire life before COVID.
I love that for you.
It was like
I
peak
wanted to die.
Of then. Yeah, I know some people's 2019s were not good. Mine was like the peak of my life before COVID made me realize who I was and had to come to terms with it. And so after that, I was a new person. I couldn't go back to living my same life. I was like, I want to be more real. Switched schools, was more real of a person and not as like fake. So 2019 was the peak of fake Hudson.
I mean, it could be fun. Did you know that they put in new timer
that's one
sounds?
Of them. That's one of them.
Is it actually?
Yep.
Just like 2 second frame. Not even like a 0.5 second
Let me just...
of a frame.
I always do this where, I always have such a like difficult edit in the bay for me because when we're filming, we're in this great mood and everyone's like, let's do a rainbow jumping over the couch, and I'm like,
What the hell?
Later editing, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh, add it in post-production.
You're like
I
real
will
rainbow.
be sending you photos of all these events. I expect you to include them.
I will. I actually do that. I have a whole preset that I apply.
Well, if you do want them, I have photos of everything I'm talking about, including the Starbucks gift card for the security guard.
Please send them.
That was also, oh my God, this is the crazy Ticketmaster thing. That was when I called SeatGeek or Vivid Seats, one of them, because
all of those places need to go to hell.
Because there was a ticket for Harry Styles in Cleveland, Ohio, for $7,280. No, $700,280.
$700,000.
Yeah, it hit $1 million at one point. I called this company. I said, "Hi, I think this is a glitch because you could buy a whole house." 722,664. You could buy a fucking house. You could buy a fucking house. Y'all are fucking crack. You need Jesus or some savior, something. I made a bunch of TikToks of things you could buy for that much money, like how many Gucci suits, how many Louis Vuittons, like how many Teslas. I don't remember all the numbers, but there's a TikTok out there. You could buy a house, a car, a college degree, and a Gucci suit.
Definitely these places need to be like reined in by the government.
Yeah.
Because they can make the prices whatever they want.
Well, and the problem is I posted it on my Instagram story.
Yes.
And on my public account. And I tagged the whole Harry's band's called the Love Band.
The Love Band.
I tagged the whole Love Band in it, and they all watched it.
How did you know this?
Because I can see who watches my stories.
On what platform?
Instagram.
Oh, I thought we were talking about TikTok. What in the hell? I'm paying attention now. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah, Polly saw it, Mitch Rowland, all of them.
And then they didn't do anything?
No.
They didn't react?
No. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, Taylor...
Like, what are they gonna do?
Like, Taylor's response to her ticket prices...
Wasn't anything.
Was, like, nothing substantial.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how, like, in a year from now, we're going to hear about that. We're going to hear news of, like, the court case about the ticket prices is coming forward.
Yeah.
Because the government moves so slowly.
They're going to somehow make it her fault.
I think that she's going to be the main, like, case... What's that called? The objective.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to be one of the main people, but I think they're still going to, like, have to rein in these companies and not let it be... It's basically gambling.
You have to rein in the company, but also it needs to be taken into account. I love Taylor Swift. I love Harry Styles. I love all these artists. However,
it's not their fault either. It's
it is partially on them.
The record labels.
So I have to throw out I love them, but it is partially on them. Yeah, and the record labels. Ed Sheeran's pre-sale was the easiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. His tickets were flat fees. They did not do dynamic pricing because he refused to allow them to use it.
Oh, because you have to, and Taylor and Harry should be refusing.
Exactly. So if you're seeing dynamic pricing on any concert you're buying, the artists themselves are allowing that to happen.
I agree that should be taken down.
Yeah.
Because if Ed Sheeran can do it, he's like the...
he was number one in the world.
He's like the moral pinpoint for the music industry. I mean, it's like most people don't trust them. Ed Sheeran, I do trust his...
I mean, how many copyright cases did he go through? And he was like, y'all, you can only have so many chords that exist.
Yes. That is, I also find funny. That has come up in multiple episodes of Gritty Teeth. Somehow we always talk about like music copyright and like getting sued.
Well, there's a theory. I was watching some videos this morning about 1989 Taylor's version.
Okay.
There's a theory that we were supposed to get 1989 Taylor's version a while ago.
But there was copyright with all of these albums. Reputation in 1989.
Yes, but she went to court for Shake It Off.
Yes.
And so what happens if she had released Shake It Off Taylor's version before the court case resolved?
Yeah.
It would cause extended issues in there.
And that's why Wildest Dreams and This Love, Taylor's version, are out.
Yeah, that's
she's
why
like,
they
these
came
don't
out.
matter.
And so that's why people think that she's had 1989 Taylor's version recorded, sitting on her computer somewhere for a while.
Because the photos that are attached to those singles that are from years ago now, that she randomly released, match up perfectly with the 1989 theme of her new photo, which I like so much better. Every time I doubt her, I'm like, she's not going to be able to make the cover better.
Yeah,
and every time it's good.
How do you feel about the rebrand for 1989 to Beach Vibes over City Vibes?
I think that it's interesting how, like, blue has become the main color. It's
always been the main color.
Well, it's been a subtext. It was on her shirt.
Yeah.
But the main tone of the album was yellow. Or no, the, like, cream of the Polaroid.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So as a actual visual person, when people are like, a blue album, I'm like, yes, I get that the hoodie is there, but the hoodie or the shirt was always a beach and seagulls.
Yes.
So the beach and seagulls actually behind her now is almost like, this is me living where I want to be, and I'm going to wear it on me, and now I'm living it.
Yeah. It gives me, like, summer in the Hamptons vibe.
Yeah, like not too far from a city.
Yeah, not too far from the city, but we're over here. There's also a theory that there's a flip side, 1989. This is on the double album theory. Have you heard?
Double album as in releasing Reputation as well?
There's a lot to the double album theory.
Uh-oh.
The core of the double album theory is that there are 2 albums that are going to release.
Okay.
And you break it down from there. Some people think Reputation's going to be a surprise drop. I don't believe that. She's going to do Reputation promotions. She's going to black out her socials.
She hasn't surprise dropped any Taylor's version of anything.
No, she's not going to do that. I, however, do think, and I will be a truther, and I will be right even if I'm wrong.
Period.
That there is a flip side album to 1989.
Yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with what's been happening on our website, where the 1989 has been changing colors when you refresh the stuff and turning black. I think there's a whole nother album of vault songs, because I don't think we're only getting 5. I don't think we're getting the least amount of vault songs on 1989 when she wrote over 100 songs for that album.
You think the track list that's accurate as of now is not correct?
I think that's side A.
You think so?
Like, not in the traditional sense of, like, flip the tape, like, because they wouldn't obviously all fit on one side. But, like, yeah.
Right, well, now everything's digital now, so it doesn't.
I think that's side A.
Wow. Well, I really hope.
She did it with Midnights.
Midnight.
I would not put it past her. We had this thought process with Midnights that she was going to do everybody thinks she's going to surprise drop Rep. I don't get where it's coming from.
You're saying that at Midnights she released so much more?
She did. Midnights 3 a.m. She released 7 more songs.
So you think it's not going to be... Oh, so like you're saying a 1989 Dawn at Dusk version, basically.
Yeah, something like that.
How she always comes up with those quirky little weird...
Yeah, it's going to be like... it's just going to be the flip side. It's going to still be 1989. They're going to be vault songs.
Oh, for sure.
People think that's where more of the beach vibes are going to come in.
Yes, because I'm living in this fake reality still, like you, where like the track list is not the track list. I saw it and I was like, there has to be more.
There has to be more.
And I want features.
Yes.
I want my goddamn features. I want Harry. I want Lana. I want Phoebe again. Like I want the artists I like on these.
I think there's a flip side, because she's going to put the features on there so she just did Speak Now, which is her entirely self-written album. She even did features on it though, but self-written, and then she owns it now. That's why she moved If We Were a Movie, I think.
Yeah.
She switched it. She switched what vibe, like, and honestly, do it, Taylor. I
like when she switches the vibe. I think we're in this postmodern era, which I know is oversaid a lot. But I think we're in this era of just like putting your music out does not have to have any timeline of explanation, and nothing needs to make sense.
There will be no explanation.
Just post it.
There will just be Reputation.
Just Reputation. I love how I was like, please be quiet so we can film our podcast. My dad is making a smoothie at top volume, top blending speed. But I also told him we'd probably film for 20 minutes.
Oh.
I always do this.
Why would you say that?
I always do this.
We're going to have a quick dinner.
We're just going to really hurry.
It's 2 a.m. in our car, and we're driving to a gas station so we can pee.
It never goes that way. It never is the, 1 hour hangout. Bye. It's always, till 3 a.m., yelling about the same thing we've rehashed 1,000 times.
I love it.
Yep.
I do.
Oh, bringing up old high school things and just talking about the exact same topics we've said over and over again.
It brings up new things. I have not thought about, middle school in a long time. We talk about high school, but middle school?
Yeah.
That 8th grade.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time we went downtown together to Freakies?
Oh my God, to Freakies.
We got your ear pierced?
Yes. That still is this one, I think. Or no,
what a
this
time.
one. This one?
That was wild. We just randomly went and did it.
Maybe I lost that earring and got an identical one.
I don't remember, but
it could be this earring. Is all I'm saying. I don't think so, but these earrings I've just like kept because I like them. But you were the first person I got my ears pierced with.
Wow.
Yes.
I feel so special.
And it was right around Decibel Conference.
It was.
And I was a loser, and I thought, oh, my outfits go better with these black earrings. So I switched them to the black ones, and fatality.
Don't do it, guys.
I remember the next day, my ears were the weirdest coagulated little lump.
It's not a good vibe.
And I was like, oh, so I'm going to take these out. And then I do think I had to get them re-pierced. It's something I've suppressed.
You did.
But I remember telling you.
I was like, seriously?
I did not treat them well. I know.
Yeah.
I took them out because in all my Despo photos, look incredible.
Well, I was talking to Becca the other night. We were talking about student loans.
Oh. Thank you, TCA.
This comment is not about student loans.
Okay. It's a jump scare. That's conversational jump scare. You're like, the other day we were talking about student loans. Everyone's like, and you're like, anyways, something not about student loans.
I don't have those, but
Same.
we were somehow.
No student loans.
Somehow our math for liberal arts major class came up. Because all we learned in that class were logic
It was the simplest math in the most complicated phrasing for people who couldn't do math.
It was how to do loans, basically. And,
yeah.
And I was like, talking about our grades, and I go, I could have gotten a better grade, but Hudson and I didn't like going to class. We went to Panera
lady with the
instead.
clogs. Our teacher had clogs that were like wooden and would clink.
So nice.
She was iconic. She was like a supermodel too. Like she was like retired supermodel vibes.
Yeah, she was.
She was like super. Her tracksuits were so interesting. Her clogs would always be different. They'd have like flowers on them or be wooden, and she'd clunk, 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 clunk.
We were in that class with Caden Riles.
And we made friends in that class because we taught Caden and those other randos how to sign up for PPCC classes.
We did. We taught them like because we knew what we were doing. We understood the concepts. We didn't want to do it.
We did not want to do it. We'd go to Panera and watch the Avengers Infinity War trailer.
We watched the Avengers Infinity War trailer in class. I have a video of it.
It came out during class because something about, at least pre-COVID, now people just post things whenever because they know they'll go viral.
But we would know, because it was during the Marvel conference.
And class was always at like, what time was it? Where something was always happening.
I feel like it was Wednesdays.
Wednesdays at 1, and there was
always... No,
always...
it was in the morning. It was like a 9 a.m. class. This is why we didn't want to go.
And like, oh yeah, that makes sense because things would be posted in the morning at these conferences, and we'd be like, let's watch. And we would literally get my huge laptop and just be like watching Avengers as she's like doing economics and like trying to teach us how to do a loan.
And it was just a weird class because it was in the T building.
Hate the T building.
And
that's been coming up a lot recently, talking about the T building.
Really? I had sociology class in the T building.
So many classes I had in the T building.
I left the T building crying so many times.
Oh, the feeling of getting out of the T building and being like, I want to launch myself into this pit of rocks right here.
Also, the T building had nice bathrooms though.
Oh, I take a nice piss in the T building.
I did. The T building or the nursing students hall bathrooms?
Oh, no.
Downstairs.
Oh. We have to explain that our school was given to the owners of our school for a penny by the community college next to where they built our high school. And because of this program, we were able to take college classes at the college while we were at high school in the building next to it.
Yeah.
Because they agreed to have college classes take place in our high school just behind these double doors where you couldn't pass. So in our own high school,
there was good Wi-Fi though.
You could see through. You could see through that window.
You could.
And be like, I see college students over there. It was so eerie and weird. Like, let me out of the high school part. And then all you had to do was walk around outside.
Yeah, but they were all locked. It was like a hotel room.
Yes, creepy.
Yeah.
You could only get through the front doors. And they looked just like our classrooms we went to high school in. But they were college classes. And
trauma.
It was... Something about the T building was like weirdly traumatic because it felt like we were the kids who were supposed to thrive in the T building because we're just a walk away from our high school.
We were always a walk away from our high school.
PPCC is a further walk. And then, of course, downtown and all the other campuses are not.
Oh, that's true.
So it was like, oh, you're supposed to like your college classes here because you're home.
No.
Something traumatic about it.
They were always bad. And math classes took place in there.
Math, English.
I just really didn't realize that you were 6 foot.
Maybe I'm 5'10". Maybe I should say that so people don't think I'm big and
I think
tall.
you might actually be 6 foot. I just feel like you don't have that like overbearing energy that most
6'2" with like really broad shoulders, I feel like is normally when a guy starts to get a little imposing, or he starts to become himbo, which is what we love.
We love a
someone
himbo.
who looks like they should be intimidating, but is very comforting and easy to be around.
Golden retriever.
I'm like himbo adjacent, the like flower that was poisoned at birth, but I was meant to be a himbo. Like I could have been like 6'1" and been like wah, wah, wah. But I flopped.
I wouldn't speak to you. We wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, the Gritty Teeth would not be a podcast if I was like that. I would be like a news broadcaster or something more straight.
No, you would. You would.
Yeah.
You'd have like the iconic like newscaster hair. Your teeth
I forgot I'm wearing a beanie.
Your teeth would sparkle for some reason.
I would get like LA blue in my teeth.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I ever got teeth whitening, I would want like Wisconsin brown teeth. So people would be like, these are not fake. If I ever get fake teeth, do not make them shiny like the sun's balls.
Do you know that 2 of my teeth aren't real?
Multiple of mine are. So I guess I can't talk.
Oh, I have 2 veneers.
Oh, I have a lot of crowns.
Oh.
My teeth are hollow bitches and they need replacement a lot.
Oh, I had peg lateral incisors.
Oh.
So these 2 teeth were little itty bitty teeth.
Oh.
So they put big teeth on them.
Hey, did they screw them down to those little points and then like...
Yeah, horrifying. Awful experience, very expensive. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah, I don't have any veneers. I have crowns.
It's...
But thankfully they're made out of the same porcelain or whatever. Like,
yeah.
it'd be interesting to have a gold tooth.
My grandpa had a bunch.
My parental units have had gold teeth and they had them replaced with the porcelain when the technology came out.
Interesting.
Crazy to think how we are young children who have never experienced when they only could replace your tooth with metal.
I never had teeth capped or anything.
I just have Hintz family teeth. The Palmer family was supposed to eat raw potatoes in Sweden in the dark and die.
Oh. Did you know that Rose and I go to the same dentist, or used to?
Who's so random?
We're talking about teeth.
I'm like the Swedish lineage of teeth, and you're like, Rose and I was about to bring up Rose because she was literally always around in all these conversations we've been bringing up, and she's a big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah, I need to talk to Rose. I keep meaning to message Rose because I need to know Rose is a huge Taylor Swift fan.
I hope she can be on the pod. She lives in New York City right now, so I'll have to fly out to see her.
Yes.
But she's a huge Chiefs fan.
I was about to say,
yes.
One thing if I know, I need to know. I don't
need
have the
to
words.
know.
I keep meaning to message her because I
Because
don't know if she still has the same phone number. Otherwise, I'd text her.
She does.
Okay, then I need to text her and ask because I need.
And I DM her Taylor Swift stuff all the time. I think it's so interesting how like we both like the Chiefs. And I don't think adjacent. And Rose is the biggest Taylor Swift fan and the biggest Chiefs fan. So this to her is just like catatonic.
Rose is the first Chiefs fan I ever met in my life.
Yes. She's the OG. She
Like,
actually
in high
started
school,
the Chiefs.
She is the Chiefs.
She's actually the Chiefs owner
She's
and
the
sole
ambassador.
operator.
In high school, I remember like one of our earliest conversations
Yes.
was about the Chiefs. She was telling me about the Chiefs,
Yes.
explaining it to me, and asking me to watch a football game.
Yep. I will always remember her rooting for the Chiefs, me telling that to my dad going, I don't know who this Rose character is, but I love her. And every time she'd come over.
I told my dad about it too.
All dads, all grandparents, they're like, love that girl. She likes the Chiefs. She has the gateway. She's just like, I'm going to make all elderly people love me.
Yeah.
Because Chiefs fans are just like universally loved somehow.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be a news broadcaster, so she knows all about
I
sports.
thought she wanted to be a marine biologist.
She could do anything. She's like Taylor Swift or Barbie.
She is. I love Rose. I haven't talked to Rose in a long, long time.
She was just here. You just missed her.
Well, that's sad.
Damn. I think the camera's going to shut off at any minute.
I still do love Rose.
This is hopefully some foreshadowing, and she can be on the pod, and everyone who's watching can live up to, or can see what she lives up to.
Yeah.
And like people like Sophie have not been on the podcast.
Yeah. How do you not have Sophie on the podcast?
These are all, I'm checking off all the boxes that should have been done way before this.
Yeah.
I'm making up for lost time.
Yeah.
And we have so much more to talk about, but we've already hit an hour.
What's your next concert that you're going to?
I'm going to see Joji on the 17th.
I have no idea who that is.
Joji? J-O-G or J.
You spelling things is my favorite
I
thing.
can't spell. I think I have dyslexia.
I thought you did.
I have gone in and out of moments of accepting it and unaccepting it.
It's like my mom and ADHD.
Oh, maybe I have ADHD. You don't know
Oh, yeah.
him.
Oh,
And he was Filthy Frank.
That's
Some people know him
fun.
as Filthy Frank. I'm seeing him on the 17th. Sophie bailed
Oh.
to go to a church service. But it's iconic that she would rather see this like worship artist coming into town than Joji.
I love that for her.
I love that for her. And my friend Sarah's coming because
fun.
Sophie sold a ticket to her. So it all has worked out for the better.
I don't have a concert scheduled until Nile next year.
What time? What day?
It's sometime in July.
Oh, that's far out. We need to
I
find
know.
something. We need to go to like a little cute something.
Yes. And the second the driver's error comes into town, you're going with me.
Yes, I want to see Ross Lynch. Or just in general, see them perform. I've been a
need
fan
it.
of their music. I've been a fan
Since
of...
they were R5.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of these new TikTok girlies who's just discovering them.
No.
I have had their music in my library.
I was in the trenches on Allie and AJ.
Yes, period.
Yeah.
I loved... yeah, was that what the show was called? Austin Alley.
Awesome. Yeah, Allie and AJ's.
What is... I wish you know my back.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
we're
potential
coming up
breakup
on
song.
another year of the moms on TikTok.
What on earth do you mean?
The potential breakup song moms.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember?
No.
Oh.
Oh, the
Yeah.
year of those moms lip syncing to potential breakup song.
Like it's gonna be like 3 or 4 years.
You
or
keep
something.
these things in mind as an anniversary? That is insane. I can't
just-
remember what I ate for dinner.
It just sticks in there.
Okay.
I'm not actively ever trying. It just sits in there.
And it spews out. You're like, I remember this.
I can tell you the last time One Direction performed,
When was this?
December 15th of 2015,
I'm going to fact check that.
was on X Factor.
Wow.
It was a very traumatic time for me. For a lot of reasons, beyond even just One Direction.
Oh my God.
There were a lot of things going on.
On that note, what's another good piece of memory that you have?
Just in general?
Yeah, what's another one of your spewing out topics of those random things you remember? Oh, I'm flopping.
That I remember?
You had all these random things like One Direction that you remember when that happened.
I remember the day Taylor Swift put music back on Spotify.
What day's that?
June 9th of 2017.
God damn. I don't remember any dates. Like, I probably can't remember most people's birthdays.
I'm pretty sure Harry Styles' debut album came out on, I want to say December 13th of 2017 or 2018.
So you're kind of mathy.
No.
You got some math up in that brain. You can remember these things.
Just the dates stick.
Okay, right.
My trauma response in life, whether it's good or bad feelings of stress, is to imprint every memory into my brain.
Period.
It's great.
I remember only the good things.
This is how I can get through my camera roll so fast.
Yeah. Like Kacey Musgraves said, don't scroll through your camera roll. Because
I do.
you
I
don't
can
have
find a
emotional
picture so
breakdowns.
fast. You tell me what picture it is, I'll find it.
I can go through. I have like different eras favorited. So I go through my favorites, find the photo I'm looking for, swipe up, say show in all photos, and it takes you to the date.
Yeah.
It's a very nice feature.
But I'm just saying, like, if you, like, named something from high school that you, like, wanted a picture of, I can find it.
Yes. I trust you, not me.
Yeah.
I trust you. My
It just
photos have
sticks.
been wiped since 2016 when I lost that phone. When I dropped it in the bird bath.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember?
No.
I've never dropped my phone in the bird bath. No one needs to know.
Yeah.
No one needs to know. A crisper
It
whisper.
makes my skin crawl.